Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock with news Yellen has lambasted the US president. But first, data for December American housing starts has come in surprisingly weak. It fell sharply from November, which is in fact more than 10% below the same month a year ago. There is a glimmer of hope, however, in the data. Building permits were 5.5% above a year ago level. And home sales in 20 key American cities rose in December at their slowest pace in 4 years, continuing to decelerate as buyers balked at purchases while they assessed future risks. US consumer confidence, however, as measured by the Conference Board, rebounded in February and up strongly after 3 months of declines. American CEO confidence is low, however, its lowest in 6 years. In testimony at the US congressional hearing, the Fed boss said their economy will grow at a solid, though slower pace in 2019, and the central bank will remain patient in deciding whether to further raise interest rates. And former Fed boss Janet Yellen has been sharply critical of the US president overnight. She said he did not understand economic policy or the US Federal Reserve's purpose. She also said that the current administration's focus on the US-China trade deficit was misguided. Yesterday, Asian equity markets couldn't hold any of their previous gains and all fell about 0.7%. The ASX and NZX were down as well. In an afternoon trade today, Wall Street is slightly lower, defying some good overnight gains in Europe. In Australia, their largest pure-play coal miner has delivered a stunning financial result, largely on the back of exports to China. Sales were up 67% in 2018 and profits rose almost fourfold, and they were fat in 2017. In 2018, they generated free cash flow of almost $750 million. As others reject coal, those remaining are making a killing. And at that rate, they probably don't need any more equity investment in the social restrictions that come with it. US Treasury 10-year yield is at 2.65% after a slip back of 3 basis points. Their 2-10 curve is lower too, at just on 15 basis points. And gold is marginally softer, down $1 to $1,325 an ounce. US oil prices are little changed at just over $55 a barrel, while the Brent benchmark is down to just on $65 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar is starting today firmer at 68.9 US cents. On the cross rates, however, we're softer at 95.9 Aussie cents, and against the euro, we're at 60.5 euro cents. That puts the TWI little changed at 73.2. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.